Why are some homes taking longer to sell? Hey, thanks for tuning back in. My name is Robert Mack, and today I want to talk about the market a little bit. We've been hearing a lot of news about how the market is super strong. We're experiencing a seller's market, which means that we actually have less inventory than we have buyers that are looking to buy. And that's because right now inventory is significantly low. In fact, it's about 3,000 less homes this time versus last year at the same time. And then to add fuel to that fire, borrowing money, the cost of borrowing money is very, very low, which means that the interest rates right now are sitting at historically low rates. And that combination has created a frenzy among the buyer community. And what's going on is that over the last 3 to 4 months, even going through COVID, we've seen a massive rise in demand, a drop in inventory, and then prices continue to rise. So we've got a lot of different buyers at a lot of different stages. We've got buyers that feel like they've missed the bus and are scrambling to get something. We've got buyers that are like, hey, I wonder what it looks like if I were to buy a home. Let me talk to a lender and see what that looks like. And then we've got buyers that are super duper frustrated because there's not a lot of inventory out there. It's slim pickings and they really want to buy, but they're not finding the one. And all that has been great. And that's kind of what we've been dealing with for the last 3 or 4 months. But the new Orange County housing report came out. It's written by Stephen Thomas. And what he does is he breaks down the market into statistics so that we can all kind of see what's going on. And then it's all easily digestible information. And what he was talking about was stale inventory. And I think that's a huge topic of conversation right now, whether you are on the market, whether you're thinking about going on the market, whether you're toying with the idea of even selling. I think understanding what stale inventory is going to do you a favor. So what happens is as the market gets more aggressive and as the market gets stronger and as the media starts to kind of talk about how great the market is, and then the general public starts talking about, wow, it's a great time to sell, and then maybe friends or family sell their property for a crazy price, a lot of homeowners are thinking to themselves, okay, well, I've got a $900,000 home and there's really no inventory in my area. And I know that rates are low and I know that buyers want to buy. So I'm going to price my home at $950 and see what happens. And what happens is that buyers look at it and say, okay, inventory is low and interest rates are low, but we can't justify spending $50,000 more for the same house that sold 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or 3 months ago, whatever the case is. And believe it or not, many buyers will actually walk away from a property that's overpriced versus submitting an offer. Because a lot of times my sellers say, well, we'll just price it at $950, and if somebody offers us $910, we're winning because we only want $900 anyway. And that just doesn't happen because buyers are afraid to offend the seller. Yes, buyers are actually afraid to offend the seller. And a lot of times when I'm working with a buyer, I'll tell them, hey, this home is probably worth around $900. Let's go in at $885 or $890 and see what happens. And a lot of times they get pushback with, oh, they're not motivated, or they're not going to sell to us, or that's too low of an offer. We don't want to offend them. And then we just simply move on. And that home sits. And what Stephen Thomas was talking about in his last report was that right now we're seeing anywhere between 25 and 35% of homes, all homes on the market, have been sitting on the market for at least 60 days or longer. And in this market, if your home's on the market for 60 days or longer, and it's not a very unique property, or it's not a property priced in the multi-million-dollar price range, then you probably priced your home too high. Now, a lot of people always ask me, Robert, what is my home worth? And that's a very difficult answer to actually answer in terms of a single number. And here's why. Okay, when you've got a home, that specific home has a certain value. That value is going to be determined by what a buyer is willing to pay for it. Now, in a specific neighborhood, let's talk about that $900,000 homes. There may be homes selling as low as $825. There may be homes selling as high as $975, right? Some homes are larger. Some homes have a bigger backyard. Some homes have a pool. Some homes were upgraded 15 years ago. Some were upgraded 5 years ago. So every home is unique in the sense that it's got different upgrades, different floor plans, different sizes, and all that other fun stuff. But there's another layer to what a home could potentially sell for, and that's how we actually market the home, prepare the home, and price the home. So if you're a seller out there thinking about putting your home on the market, just putting it on the market may not necessarily result in the price that you want, but maybe spending some time and a few $1,000s sprucing it up a little bit, maybe having a designer come in and stage the property may fetch an extra $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000. So if you're a seller out there and you're watching this video, number one, it's important to work with an agent who's going to help you prepare your home, market your home, and price your home to position it to attract all the buyers out there looking. But it's also very important to understand the market and the demand and the going rate in your neighborhood so that when you do price it, you're not pricing it above what the buyers that are looking in that area are expecting, okay? And as for buyers, this presents an opportunity for you right now. There are many homes out there, 30% of them on average are overpriced. So if you're looking for a great deal and you're getting frustrated because you can't find a great property, look for homes that have been on the market for 60 days or longer, and you might come across some sellers that are a bit more desperate than others. So that's the message today. I hope you found value in watching it. If you did, and you think somebody else you might know might see value in this, go ahead and share it with them. If you found this video on social media, give me some social media love. If you have any video ideas you ever want me to talk about in the future, send those my way. And if you have any specific questions about real estate, you want to pick my brain, you want to talk to me about potentially selling your house or buying your house, I'd love the opportunity to help. Until then, happy selling.